Whoa.
2020 was total shit, but at least we still have Christmas. All right, here we have our tree. You can see it has some gaps, so it actually had even more gaps, and I got some leftover trimmings from one of the Christmas tree shop and kind of added it in to try and fill some of those gaps. Got a whole bunch of stuff which I got from a market street here in Hong Kong called Pottinger Street, and they kind of change what they sell seasonally. So around Halloween you find all these costumes, but for Christmas you can literally find all sorts of goodies. And then I also got this fun little customized stocking from Landmark, which is one of the malls here, and some ornaments. And then we also got this fun reindeer planter from the flower market in Kowloon side, so that's the other side of Hong Kong. And these little poinsettia, we have one that's glittered, and then we have the regular red one. Woo! Do it one more time so it's not flashing. Yay! They're so pretty. This is definitely my favorite purchase. It kind of also reminds me of the Filipino, oh my god, the Filipino stars, which I can't remember the name of, oh my god. Parole? Something like that, I'll look it up. Yay! We have lights. Alright, without a doubt, the worst part of getting new Christmas ornaments is having to string these stupid strings. Like, I don't know why they can't just come pre-strung, but we Googled a hack that makes it a little easier to tie them. So you basically have to tie not a double knot, but a triple knot, and the knot will stay. Because the other way of doing it, where you like loop it around your finger, is just so freaking difficult with these short strings. Oh, using your... Ooh.
Pull it.
Close to the top.
Boom.
Yay! Let's see it. Well, it won't break. Wait, where's it? Nice. All right, let's see. Where should this go?
Boom.
Nice. All right, so we've got most of the tree decorated. I tried to space out all the ornaments pretty evenly, and so there is this one kind of gap I noticed in the center. So I have this Merry Christmas sign that was originally on our door, and so I thought that the gold would kind of pop really nicely against the tree there. And then you could definitely get like a tree skirt, but I'm taking a cue from my friend Iris, Pretty in Palm. She just used a blanket, so I have this white blanket. You can also see, if you follow me, my stories, you know that I accidentally put a cast iron skillet on my rug and basically burnt the ground. So we're gonna use a blanket to not only create a faux tree skirt, but to cover up the cast iron skillet burn. Looks pretty good. So I originally actually got this Merry Christmas sign for the tree. You could see it's red glitter, but since it's kind of dark, it doesn't really pop against the tree. Facing the camera this way, I realized that this actually matches this, I don't know what you call it, garland? Whatever the thing is on top of the picture frame. So, this also lights up. I had to string these fairy lights around it, but you can see there's like a little switch, too short. And so this matches the red quite nicely, so that. So here's this side. We've got that Merry Christmas sign with the lights, and then on the table I got this little candle holder, and then we have these red festive candles and 2 mini poinsettias. Look what this dog just did with the faux tree skirt. Are you comfy? You made yourself a little pillow? So we got this set of artificial garlands and wreaths, and it came with these fairy lights, so I put it along the TV stand, and I also wrapped it around our reindeer planter. And then we've got the Christmas tree lights, which have different programs for how the lights go. So this one you can see that the lights kind of flicker and change. And then we've got our stars outside. And then I've also lit up our photo. So this is actually a custom illustration that we got as a bridal shower present. It's us as Jon Snow and Daenerys with Crosby as a dragon. All right, we are going to put the final touch on the tree, which is some wide ribbon. So because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, there's these gaps in the tree that have kind of been bothering me. I did fill in a lot of the gaps with some spare branches. Like you can see here, this is actually a spare branch that I tied to the branch above it. That way it's kind of like coming upward. But I'm otherwise happy with the tree. I just, you know, want to be even more extra this year and go all out. So I purchased this ribbon. This is, I think I got 7 yards. I'm not sure how much I actually need, but we're gonna just go for it and see what happens. So I saw a YouTube video that shows you how to kind of attach the ribbon. So you want to start from the back of the tree and you want to take it and you want to actually twist the branch around the ribbon, like literally bend the branches. That way it'll stay nice and secure. Okay, so that seems good. And now we're going to kind of just go around. Since again, I'm trying to fill in these gaps, I'm gonna kind of make the ribbon, oops, I'm gonna drop some ornaments. But I'm going to try to make the ribbon into kind of these wide loops to cover up those gaps. Alright, so I decided I'm gonna cut the ribbon and just fake add a last row. So I'm gonna use this last bit of ribbon on the bottom of the tree. Alright, so now we have this last piece. I'm going to just attach like this. And yeah, it looks great. I'm very pleased with this. It definitely filled in a bunch of those gaps that were bothering me. So I am very happy with the tree. And now we have the very, very, very final addition, which is this ornament I got on Amazon. It's a little dog. So they actually messed up. It was supposed to be a Goldendoodle. It looks like a Goldendoodle, but I think this is actually a Bichon Frise, or it's not a Goldendoodle. It's the same color, but I was drunk. I didn't notice it until after I already wrote Crosby's name on it. So this is Crosby. But we have a little doggy ornament as our final little piece of our tree. And there it is, my project for this COVID Christmas. You know, we may not be able to travel or see family, but we can at least bring some form of joy into our lives, and this tree definitely gets me in the festive spirit. So in terms of the ornaments, I tried to space out all the different kinds. So you can see that my poinsettia kind of go in a zigzag down the tree, and so they're kind of evenly spaced. Same with these fun stocking ornaments that I found. They also kind of go in a zigzag pattern. I also have these glitter stars and these glitter snowflakes. And I think my favorite part that really adds some character, I think, are these little holly branches. So you can see that they're actually just like these little branches like this, so you can stick them in wherever you please. I kind of like having them so they jut out of the tree. That way they're really obvious that they're there, so you can see that they jut out on all the edges. And I also have these little gingerbread house ornaments. So I only have 4 of these, so these are also kind of placed just evenly spaced on the front of the tree. We also put a little bit of garland in the bathroom, and then we also have this hilarious and cute Christmas toilet paper that we found at the this British chain called Marks and Spencer's. And we have some garland here. In terms of the kitchen, we've always had kind of a red theme going, so all I really did was added this poinsettia plant to add a bit of Christmas cheer, but between my KitchenAid and my crusade stuff, it's all wrong. You can see we added on this wreath. I actually made this wreath myself with the help of my friend Iris. So she had a workshop and we attached it to these embroidery hoops and made our own wreaths. And then we had a bunch of extra branches, and I think this is juniper, and then we have the eucalyptus and the noble fir branches. So I kind of took all the scraps and made this little arrangement. And I bought these little artificial holly. What are they called? Berries? Holly berries. You can see it's the same as my nails. I decided to get the artificial ones. That way I can reuse these little decorations for next year. Okay, so I started putting these berries in, and I don't really like how it looks. I feel like it looks like a disease when they're all spread out like this. You can see that normally they come on like a branch like this, but they only sold them in these little sticks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to attach them to each other to try to make something that looks more like a branch. You can see I made this mini holly sprig. I literally just wrapped all the wires around each other. I'm gonna add it to this little arrangement that I actually was like a decoration on a box that I got as a present. And I decided to put it in water. And there you go. I'm adding a little holly sprig. That way it will match when I finish adding all the holly to the bigger fixture. This is actually one of the holly sprigs I had from the tree. You can see that the color is actually lighter than these other ones I got. So what happened was that this one is super messed up. It's like missing some of the berries. So I attached these other darker ones to it. And I'm gonna use that as a way to tie the color in. So you can see that the red, I mean it's far away, but the red on the tree is actually lighter than the red in these new artificial hollies I got. So I'm trying to combine them. That way it blends in a bit more. Tiny ones that can kind of stick in maybe there. So this one was actually hiding kind of in the back of my tree. So I'm just gonna repurpose it. There you go. Now we have our fully decked out TV area. So now that this one's complete, I have a couple of extra sprigs of holly. I finally figured out that the terminology is sprig. So I think I'm gonna Christmasify my little cat palm. So I had a bunch of these small ones left, and I figured I should balance it out and Christmasify my hanging plant there. So while I was out shopping, I found this gorgeous ribbon that has like poinsettia imprinted on this mesh ribbon, and I kind of want to see if I can fit it on the tree. Am I crazy? But I feel like you can't have too many decorations. And there you have it. The final tree. So we got Crosby. In order to make him super Christmassy, we found this ridiculous Santa outfit. Yeah, that's right, like that. I don't think it fits his head, but it's good enough. Yay, he's smiling! You got Santa on your back, Crosby.
Crosby, stay here. Stay here.
No, no chocolate for you. Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Good? Oh my god.